Hi everyone, and welcome to Almost Cancelled. I'm Peter, and as usual, I'm joined with Mario
What's up, guys?
and Connor.
Hey everyone.
We're going to talk about a new show that debuted this week. I can't remember the name of the network because I'd never heard of it before, which is always a good sign. Whenever we review a show and we've not heard of the network.
Something team or family.
Yeah, something like that. Was it ABC Family? Maybe it
I thought it was
was.
ABC Family.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
may be right. Nah, because it said something in the corner and I assumed that was the network. Maybe I was just reading
I think
too
they
much into it.
rebranded the network with this show, because I saw the trailer and
Oh,
it was
really?
using it to rebrand the network.
So they changed the name? Okay. Right.
Yeah.
That's why I hadn't heard of it then. That makes sense. But yeah, so we were light on shows this week. We've got iZombie, right? But that was all we had. And we thought we want to at least put a couple more shows on. And luckily there was two pilots. One was Colony. The review of that will be coming up. But we thought people love it when we review stuff we don't like. So
Who are
we
these
decided people.
Tim Vargulish.
People, we hate you for making us do this.
And
Probably Tim.
we decided to watch the first episode of Shadowhunters. Which, if you didn't know...
It's an instant classic. I mean, had it come out last year, between this and Mr. Robot, I don't really know what I'd recommend.
Shadowhunters, if you don't know, is based on the book series called The Mortal Instruments. There was a movie based on this series called City of Bones, The Mortal Instruments. The title screen on the show actually says Shadowhunters, The Mortal Instruments. So they're making it clear that it's part of all this, but I think shorthand it's just Shadowhunters. The episode is called The Mortal Cup, which made me think it was about a football tournament or something.
Well, I was thinking Mortal Kombat, but sure.
Mortal Kombat.
It's like the Ashes.
Yeah. And this is the first episode, so full spoilers for Shadowhunters. Although
Not that you care.
not that you should care, probably. But I want to say, guys, I want to say some positives right off the bat because I actually think there's some genius in this show.
Some of the girls are really hot.
I'll get to that. But first, there's some genius in this show because at one point our main character, who I will refer to as the Ginger from this point on,
God, that's going to be confusing.
because I can't
I'm going
remember.
to think
her
about me.
name. Well, I'll put.
No, you're the Ginge.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're the
okay.
Ginger.
Need someone to
Ginger.
differentiate.
If you want, I'll call her the Hot Ginger because that's
I'll
definitely not you.
accept that. No, I'll accept that.
Right.
Well, no, you would hope that.
You would hope
I'm
that.
sorry, like the hot ginger then. I don't know.
Good point.
So, at one point, she says to the blondie fella from the Shadowhunter clan, she says this. She exclaims the sentence, "I have no idea what's going on," and I thought this was a genius line because I have never related more to a character in my life than when she says, "I have no idea what's going on." And then it comes back again later on, like it takes her back to the lair, the invisible place inside the church, and he's like, warlocks this and this and that, and demons and all that, and she says, "You're not making any sense." Once again, I find myself relating to the main character in ways that I could never have predicted.
This is a show where somebody went, okay, let's see. Let's take all these properties. What made them successful? Let's steal as much as we possibly
I
can.
know.
To be fair,
From
I
everything we
want to
can.
defend the show a little bit in that aspect because all of that stuff pretty much is in the books.
What does it have to do
Because-
with it being good or bad?
No, it doesn't. But I'm saying that's not the show's fault. The show has to adapt the source material.
Because
Well, yeah, but that just means the source material is garbage.
well,
Yeah, I'll agree with that.
let's list
Well, no,
the-
that, and then to be fair, you could have just taken the show, and been like, we're going to scrap all this other bullshit, salvage the couple of things that we can, and make a good show instead.
They weren't going to do that though because they want the fan base to tune in.
That's the problem. Yeah,
Why is there a fan base to this?
because I don't know. Maybe the books are half decent. I haven't read them. I don't know.
Because tweens exist, Mario. That's the answer. Tweens
In
exist.
Elden. That's what you mean.
Maybe I'll go away and read them just to see how bad it is in comparison. I'll do the research.
No, you
Sounds
won't.
I will. I'll read anything.
Anyway, let's go. Let's list the obvious ones. Obviously, there's some Twilight, stuff in there. There's Harry Potter in there, definitely.
The Star Wars.
There's Star Wars in there for sure.
Well, you could argue that Harry Potter's already just Star Wars with wizards.
Yeah, but I
Is
think
it?
I mean,
You could no Mario.
you can make the argument.
I've seen one movie and I hated it. That's all
Mario,
I know about Harry
seriously,
Potter.
it was actually a really good thing comparing the two and showing you how they're almost identical in terms of like when you actually compare the plots of the two. So it's quite amazing.
People get their hands cut off, and people have evil dads that are in metal
Not
suits.
not hands cut off, but like the fact that there's one like the kid who doesn't know he's important, but he wishes he was, and then
Oh, for that kind of stuff.
and then like the Obi-Wan character comes in and explains who he is and shows him what he can really be, and then he has to like get his magic wand / lightsaber, like you know all like when you put them side by side, there's actually a lot of correspondence.
Similarities.
And again, I think it's the blonde guy in the Shadowhunters. I don't know the names. I think it's
Of course
him.
not.
That's actually her brother or half brother. So more Star Wars, but they'll
yes.
find out that later.
It also very much felt like Blade 2.
Do you know I get so much Blade vibes from this as well. So
The
much
way
Blade.
the lighting, the way the set for their like base inside the mansion
Yeah.
thing, that felt very much like Blade 2. The action and the way they would pierce the guys and the demons and they would like just turn into dust. Very
I'll
much
tell you
like the
what, parts of
vampires
it also
Blade.
felt like it wants to be Buffy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
wants to be Buffy. It's not.
It's not.
but it
No,
wants
no,
to be.
let's put that right out there. But it wants to.
Then you guys like the whole idea with the house and not being able to see, very Doctor Strangey.
Actually, compare it
Also
to Buffy.
Harry Pottery, to be fair.
Yeah, comparing it to Buffy, I just want to say, folks, in like 10 years' time, there won't be a Mortal Instruments Revisited podcast on this network. I'll promise you that right now.
I don't know. I'm sure we could talk Alden into doing it on his own.
Oh dear, it's a one-man show. So there's all that. But I'm glad you said Blade because I felt like if I said that, you would think I was just making a dig at Blade. But there was a lot of. Because see when they went into the club specifically, I'm like, this reminds me so much of that scene in
It
Blade
just
2.
shit. Well, it's because every
Yeah.
time we mention this is like this, we're saying it's shit that whatever.
Yeah.
This is shit Blade
Yeah.
because it
Yeah.
doesn't have the Wesley Snipes. Whether or not you like his movies, at least he's a better actor and more charismatic than these people.
It's not much of a challenge, is it?
It's not.
It's not.
But I'd much rather watch him kill people and do fucking martial arts than these people.
Yeah, this is all very true. Actually, I like knowing that I was pretty much going to hate it because it's just not for us. We're reviewing this mainly just for a joke more than anything else. So if you're actually a Mortal Instruments fan and you came here for genuine critique, and well, no, if you're a Mortal Instruments fan, you probably don't want critique. You probably just want us to praise it and fawn over it and go, oh, how dreamy everyone is, and so on. You're not going to get
To
that
be
here.
fair to them, I know a lot of them didn't like the movie.
Oh, interesting.
So this is like a second hope for them almost.
This is a new hope.
I don't know. Oh yeah. I don't know how they feel about this because I don't know anything.
Oh, I'd be
watched it,
curious.
but
Let
I know
us
a lot of
know.
them didn't enjoy the
Let us
movie.
know in the comments if you're a Mortal Instruments fan. Let us know if this was more satisfying than the movie for your tastes as a fan of the series. But see when the show started, it started with an establishing shot of the city, which I'm assuming is New York. I think it was New York. Was it New York? I think it was New York. No, it was Boston because she's going to the Boston School of Arts or whatever it is.
I hated that so much.
So it's Boston. Oh yeah, I hated that scene. Like, no one is this cruel when you're going for like a interview. They're usually quite nice to you and want to chat to you about
They are
who
from
you
my
are.
experience, yeah.
Yeah, like no one is just this evil like
Also,
Hitler across
just
the table.
after that led to the moment where I literally just groaned out loud, where she's talking with the guy friend, and,
Yeah,
and
but
she's saying about how the girl
Graphic novel.
No, not even that. She was saying the girl who's in the band likes him,
Yeah.
and she's like saying, "Oh, you're so smart, but how can you be so perceptive and not notice?" And she's like, "Yeah, I'm sure I'm not the only one to make that mistake."
Okay, so that's how many seconds until a love triangle?
It was under 10 minutes because I had to stop 13 minutes in. I had
was-
to take a break because I just couldn't cope it anymore.
It
I was
was-
like, nope.
I don't even think it was 5 minutes by the time we got to that point. But what I was going to say is, it started with a establishing shot of the city. I was fine with that. Good establishing shot. It's a city. Night. Can't go wrong. And then then it went down to street level, and the guy who's like the dark-haired Shadowhunter guy turns round, and as soon as I seen what he was wearing, I was like, I hate this already.
Yeah.
He looks like such a prick. I
Why
don't.
is he wearing gloves?
He's wearing gloves. Everyone's trying to look cool and hip, and all the laser lights and everything about it screams we want to be cool for teenagers. It comes off as really flashy garbage. It's quite bad. So there's that. You did mention the attractive ladies. I will say, yeah, the two main ladies that we see in it are quite fetching. Admittedly, the only time I sort of perked up was towards the end when the main, the hot ginger, if you will, had to dress up in this sluttier outfit left by the sister.
Well, wasn't there even a point where I think it was her pointed out how they were all meant to be like that they were all like these handsome guys and stuff? And
yeah, she cracks a joke about how everyone's good looking. Yeah.
Yeah.
It
felt pretty mad.
That's like someone in a CW show pointing out that everyone looks like they're on a CW show.
Yeah.
But no, she puts on like a leather corset thing, like stripper boots,
tiny
and
skirt, and like.
And I'm like, you know what? If there's a sex scene next, this might actually be a good porno, right? That's all. That was basically my thought at that point.
What about the one in the white?
She was alright. The ginger was more my type, honestly, but.
I just meant more like that was even smaller.
Oh yeah. Okay, I see what you mean.
And then she had a fight scene in it.
She did, yes. Well, they tried to explain that, at least by saying that she was trying to distract them by being, well, slutty, I guess. Because she says, I'm putting the wig on because the demons like the blondes and
right.
all that.
At least they made an excuse.
They made an excuse, but of course, if the plan was always going to be, let's take the wig off and start fighting, then maybe not the high heels, maybe that'd be an idea. So there's that. There's the shitty guy friend who's just a friend, but obviously actually likes her. And
he even says it in that line that I was saying.
He basically says it.
Just, oh my god.
And if that love triangle wasn't enough, we then get a new love triangle at the end, the obvious one where it's him, the Mortal Instruments dude, and the main girl. Although now that you've told me that's her half brother,
it's weird, isn't it?
It's weird, but it's also, again, we're back to Star Wars.
Yeah. No, it is. That's the thing. That's just, it's so. Like they go to like in the same direction that happens in Star Wars, where they have like this attraction, but obviously they don't know, so it's fine. But that's
yes, it's fine.
Yeah, no, but I mean at the time it's fine because they don't know.
Right.
But
they never met.
Yeah, exactly.
Also, I believe this is just part one of a two-parter, and that I kind of felt that because the ending just kind of.
Was the second part on at the same time?
No, it's on next week.
Oh, fuck it. I'm watching it.
Oh, yeah, no, we're not watching it. No, that's not happening. Don't you worry about that. We're not watching it.
I thought you were going to make me actually watch the second part for a second, then I was scared.
That said, right, now this was garbage, but I don't think it was garbage necessarily because of the core ideas. Now, you're right, there's too many different things from different places shoved together. That is true. But ultimately, if you're talking about, there's a team of things that kill demons in the city, blah 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 blah, that's all fine. What makes this shit, at least to me more than anything else, is everything, like all the choices of what everything looks like,
execution of everything.
Execution, who the cast is, how it's directed, the
writing, the dialogue, everything.
This is why I feel like maybe the book isn't as bad. Like perhaps it's not. Maybe it's better written than this. And this is just done with a shit team. It might be just as garbage. It might be awful. It might.
I don't know, man.
But I don't know. Like if it's pulled off better.
Why do you have a stick to reveal your tattoo things? I don't understand that. It just every time they take it out, it looks so weird.
It's the magic wand, isn't it? They have to channel the power through something.
Yeah, to me, it just looked like they're busting out like the latest Apple product.
It's true. Yeah.
Like some weird new wearable thing that.
Yeah.
Actually,
I'm just trying to say how it is the same as the Harry Potter wand, where they have to have that to channel it.
And then the swords are like lightsabers because the blade only appears when they touch it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why? Just because,
yeah. Because it's cool, isn't it?
Because, there's something completely wrong with a knife just having a knife. Being a knife, Sword.
Kind of doesn't go so well with the whole invisible thing, though, to be fair, walking around with like a big sword on your back.
No, but they're invisible, doesn't matter.
Can't leave it lying around your house, though.
Oh, the show.
I know, I'm trying to make excuses, but no, it's awful.
I like honestly, when legitimately the best thing I can say about a show is that I enjoyed the hot girls, then the show doesn't have much to offer.
Oh,
There should be icing on the cake, not all of it.
Exactly. Nah. This'll be enjoyable for maybe like under 14-year-olds and probably only girls, I imagine. It has that kind of appeal.
Yeah.
So
It's just... I can't believe we watched this piece of shit.
Hey, you guys decided to watch it.
Hey, guys. It's not as bad as South of Hell.
It's not. No, it's not.
The production, I'll say this about it actually. If we give it like a proper positive, I'll say it never really felt that cheap to me.
My problem was it was a bit too glossy, if anything.
It was too glossy, yeah, but it never felt like visual effects can be hit and miss. But there's some shows where even the lighting makes it look cheap. Like you can tell they have to rush it, so they light it shitty, and it just looks really cheap and like made for cable pish. This looked like a proper budgety TV show. I'll give it that, right?
So it's already like 12 levels above South of Hell.
Yes, yes. On a technical level, they've achieved that at the very least. That and Hot Girls. No offense to Mina Savari. That's Shadowhunters. I had to double check what it was called there.
Wiped it from your mind already.
Yeah, so that was Shadowhunters episode 1. Don't expect episode 2. That's not happening. Because next week we actually have shows back to talk about. We have Agent Carter to talk about. We have
Arrow, Flash,
Supergirl,
Legends of Tomorrow.
Legends of Tomorrow, which Mara doesn't care about, but
Shield. No, not Shield. Agent Carter, but iZombie's still there.
Yes. All very good. So
good TV. Mostly.